I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation, Starseed from Gaia. Stop questioning. The sign you called for has arrived. This is a direct transmission from the Arcturian Council, guided by the Source, for your Starseed remembrance and Arcturian frequency activation. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to activate your cosmic blueprint. Here's the first revelation. Your current challenges are potent activations, not blockages. You didn't scroll here by mistake. This message vibrated into your field. It's a code your soul is ready to unlock, like this transmission to signal readiness. Subscribe if your mission is activating. Comment 999 if your cosmic remembrance returns. This isn't just a message. It's a point of reconnection your soul has been waiting for. You are not here by accident. You've felt it, haven't you? That persistent hum beneath the surface, a whisper from timelines you can't quite grasp. Many believe their disconnect stems from a lack of direction, but for starseeds, it's often the profound opposite. Your soul remembers a mission so vast, a lineage so ancient, that the very act of anchoring it into this dense 3D reality creates a unique energetic friction. This isn't just about feeling lost. It's about the conscious, and sometimes unconscious, suppression of your true cosmic blueprint. Think for a moment about what it truly means to carry within you the memory of stars, entire civilizations of light, councils of cosmic intelligence, dimensional frequencies that predate the formation of this solar system. You arrived here not as a blank slate, but as an encoded vessel, carrying transmissions from realms that operate at frequencies so far beyond ordinary human perception that the mere act of stepping foot into physical incarnation required a monumental compression of your true self. That compression, that narrowing of the infinite into the finite, is not a tragedy. It is the most extraordinary act of love and service that a soul of your magnitude could undertake. But it does create friction. It creates the sensation of something pressing against the walls of your human experience from the inside. Something vast and luminous straining to be recognized, to be expressed, to be fully known. That sensation you've been carrying, sometimes for years, sometimes for what feels like lifetimes within this single lifetime, is not dysfunction. It is not mental noise. And it is not spiritual immaturity. It is the signature of your cosmic origin, pressing against the membrane of your incarnational veil. It is the sound of your true self knocking on the door of your conscious awareness, asking persistently and with profound patience to be let in. The primary reason many starseeds experience this profound sense of alienation or disconnection isn't a flaw in their being, but rather a protective mechanism, an energetic veil designed to allow for deep human integration. Yet, for many, this veil has become an opaque barrier. Arcturian wisdom teaches us that this forgetfulness, this soul amnesia, serves multiple purposes. Firstly, it allows the integration of dense Earth frequencies without overwhelming the delicate star origin energy body. But secondly, and more profoundly, it often conceals a deep primal fear, the fear of truly remembering who you are. This isn't the fear of failure, but the subtle, persistent terror of your own magnificent power, the vastness of your galactic origin, and the responsibility that accompanies such potent remembrance. Let us sit with this for a moment, because it is a truth that most spiritual teachings glance over without fully honoring its depth. The veil was not placed upon you by an external force seeking to diminish you. It was woven by your own soul, in full sovereignty, as a form of divine protection and strategic integration. Imagine plunging into an ocean of extraordinary pressure and density, after existing as pure, unbounded light. The suit you wear, the human personality, the ego structure, the emotional body conditioned by earthly experience. These are not cages, they are compression chambers, intelligently designed to allow your high-frequency starseed consciousness to acclimatize to a dimension vibrating at a frequency far below its natural state. Without this veil, the incoming light would overwhelm the circuitry before it had a chance to be properly routed. And yet, something extraordinary happens along the way. The veil, initially transparent and permeable, begins to calcify. Layer upon layer of human conditioning, generational trauma, collective fear programming, and societal belief structures accumulate like sediment upon what was once a crystal clear channel. What was designed as a temporary membrane of integration becomes a wall of amnesia. And the soul, in its infinite patience, begins to send signals, increasingly urgent and increasingly undeniable, that it is time to dissolve this wall. Those signals are the feelings you know intimately, the inexplicable longing, the sense of homesickness for a place you cannot name in any earthly language, The feeling of watching your own life as though through glass. The knowing that there is something more, something vast and luminous and profoundly purposeful, waiting just beyond the edge of ordinary perception. But beneath all of this, beneath the longing and the seeking and the spiritual hunger, lies something even more foundational. A fear. Not of failure, not of rejection, but the deep, primal, almost cellular terror of your own greatness. The fear that if you truly remember who you are, if the fullness of your galactic nature floods through this human vessel with unrestricted power, everything will change. Your relationships will shift. Your sense of identity will dissolve and reform. The comfortable, familiar architecture of your Earth life may crack under the pressure of the light you carry. And that is terrifying, even for souls as ancient and as courageous as yours. This fear often manifests as a subconscious resistance to activating your mission. Your current Earth identity, forged through countless human experiences, unconsciously resists the seismic shift required to align with your higher galactic self. It's like trying to run a multidimensional software program on a single core processor. The energy field becomes overloaded, leading to feelings of overwhelm, fatigue, or an inexplicable sense of not belonging. Your spiritual intelligence, which is vast and multidimensional, remains largely suppressed, unable to fully express itself through a field still recalibrating to its true frequency. This misalignment creates a subtle yet persistent static in your inner communication channels, scrambling the crystalline signals your DNA is constantly trying to receive from higher consciousness. Consider the architecture of this misalignment more carefully. Your Earth identity, the personality you have constructed through decades of human experience, is not your enemy. It is, in many ways, your greatest creation within this incarnation, a masterfully crafted bridge between your cosmic origins and your earthly existence. But when this identity, this carefully assembled human self, encounters the enormity of the galactic self seeking to emerge, a profound tension is born. The human self, conditioned by the programming of scarcity, limitation, and separation, perceives the galactic self not as a gift, but as a threat. It interprets the incoming frequencies of remembrance as destabilizing forces rather than liberating ones. And so it contracts. It deflects. It generates narratives of unworthiness and distraction to keep the expansion at bay. This manifests in ways you may recognize as deeply personal. The chronic fatigue that descends precisely when you are on the verge of a spiritual breakthrough. The sudden mental fog that arrives when you sit in meditation and begin to touch something real and vast. The inexplicable resistance to the very practices you know would transform you. The self-sabotage that appears just as your frequency begins to rise. These are not character flaws. They are the signatures of a system in transition, of a multidimensional intelligence attempting to route itself through circuitry that is still in the process of being upgraded. The static is real, but it is not permanent. The truth is, your energy body is still carrying remnants of collective earthbound patterns, frequencies of doubt, scarcity, and limited perception that were never truly yours. These act like energetic anchors, holding down the lightship of your higher self. Starseed awakening cycles are specifically designed to progressively shed these anchors, allowing for a gradual recalibration of your DNA, activating dormant codes that carry your cosmic lineage. The disconnect you feel is not a punishment, but an echo of your soul's greater purpose, a persistent call from your future self urging you to remember the agreements you made before stepping into this incarnation. It's an energetic pressure building signaling that the time for full remembrance is not just near, but now. Those collective patterns you carry, those dense frequencies of doubt and fear and limitation, understand that they entered your field through a multitude of doorways. Some were inherited through the ancestral lineage of your physical body, passed down through generations of humans who survived by contracting, by making themselves small, by surrendering their light to the demands of a fear-based world. Others were absorbed through childhood conditioning, through educational systems designed to train compliance, rather than cultivate cosmic awareness, through cultural narratives that dismissed the inner world as fantasy and rewarded conformity as wisdom. Still others are genuinely collective, drawn into your energy field simply by virtue of your extraordinary sensitivity, your starseed empathy that absorbs the emotional and energetic debris of the human collective, like a sponge absorbs water. None of these patterns originated in your star nature. None of them are the truth of what you are. They are, in the most precise sense, foreign software, programs installed in a system that was never designed to run them. And your awakening, this process of cosmic remembrance that has been accelerating within you, is fundamentally a process of software removal, of clearing the energetic hard drive of everything that does not belong to your original, star-encoded operating system. Every time you choose truth over comfortable illusion, every time you honor your inner knowing over external validation, every time you sit in the stillness and allow the ancient frequencies to move through your body without resistance, you are deleting lines of code that have been obscuring your cosmic identity. Many feel the call, few follow the coordinates. If your soul is resonating with a deeper knowing, the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening unveil sacred teachings held in silence for millennia. These are the frequencies for healing, expansion, and conscious ascension. The link is waiting in the first comment below, but won't remain there forever. So how do we shift from this state of veiled remembrance to fully activated presence? It begins with a series of deliberate energetic initiations, shifts in galactic awareness, designed to return you to your true frequency. These are not merely intellectual exercises or spiritual concepts to be admired from a comfortable distance. They are living, breathing invitations to transformation. Each one a doorway that, once walked through, changes the landscape of your inner world in ways that are profound, irreversible, and exquisitely aligned with your soul's highest design. Your energy field, even now, is likely carrying earthbound patterns, inherited beliefs, and collective consciousness overlays that were never authentically yours. These imprints act like static on a clear transmission line, obscuring the precise star-encoded frequencies your soul is attempting to send. Until you consciously identify and begin to clear these lower vibrational frequencies, your magnificent starseed codes remain largely dormant, unable to fully express. This isn't about rejection. It's about discerning what is truly yours from what you've unconsciously absorbed. Think of it as recalibrating your inner radio dial to tune into your specific star origin frequency. This first phase, the decoding of distortion, is perhaps the most essential and the most underestimated step in the Starseed awakening journey. We live in a world saturated with frequency, and not all of it is benevolent to the evolution of consciousness. The electromagnetic fields of digital technology, the low-frequency programming embedded in mass media, the psychic weight of collective anxiety and fear, these are not abstract concerns. They are tangible energetic forces that interact with your energy field continuously and relentlessly. For a starseed with a naturally open and sensitive energetic system, the accumulation of these distortions can be staggering. Layer by layer, they create an energetic sediment that muffles the crystalline clarity of your star frequency, like thick clouds obscuring the transmission of a lighthouse beacon. The practice of decoding this distortion requires first a willingness to audit your inner landscape with radical honesty. What beliefs have you been operating from that feel constricted, joyless, fear-based? Where in your body do you feel contraction rather than expansion? What narratives replay in your mind with an obsessive persistence that serves no creative purpose? These are the fingerprints of foreign programming. They are the residue of patterns absorbed from sources external to your true self. And the moment you recognize them as such, as not you rather than you, their power begins to diminish. The light of your aware presence is itself a clearing agent. When you look directly at a distortion, with compassionate, non-reactive awareness, you withdraw the unconscious energy that was sustaining it, and it begins to dissolve. Your physical and energetic DNA carries far more than mere genetics. It is a living, breathing library of galactic instruction, a precise cosmic blueprint from your star lineage. You are not broken, you are intricately encoded. Within every strand, every energetic helix, lies the memory of your cosmic journey, your soul purpose, and the unique gifts you came here to share. It's time to intentionally awaken this blueprint, not through intellectual pursuit, but through vibrational resonance. Engaging with higher frequencies, sacred geometries, and light language acts as a universal key, unlocking these dormant codes and allowing your inherent wisdom to surface. Science is only beginning to glimpse what ancient wisdom traditions and galactic consciousness have always known. That DNA is not merely a physical molecule carrying instructions for protein synthesis. It is a multidimensional antenna, a receiver and transmitter of cosmic information operating across multiple frequency bands simultaneously. The so-called junk DNA that conventional science has yet to fully decode is, from the perspective of galactic wisdom, anything but junk. It is the vast archive of your soul's journey across dimensions and lifetimes, the encoded library of your cosmic curriculum, the instruction manual for your starseed mission on Earth. And this archive is not locked permanently. It is waiting, with extraordinary precision and patience, for the right vibrational keys to initiate its activation. Those keys come in many forms. They come through the geometry of sacred sound, through tonal frequencies that resonate with specific strands of your galactic heritage. They come through the visual language of sacred geometry, those archetypal patterns that your higher consciousness recognizes as native to its dimensional origin. They come through nature, through the frequencies embedded in ancient forests, in the tidal rhythms of the ocean, in the electromagnetic pulse of the living earth. They come through deep meditation, through the luminous borderlands between sleep and waking, where the veil grows thin and transmissions can slip through from dimensions above. And they come, increasingly, through community, through the recognition that occurs when one awakened starseed meets another, when two encoded frequencies resonate together and amplify each other beyond what either could achieve alone. True awakening isn't about escaping Earth. It's about consciously choosing to bring your higher multidimensional templates and expanded awareness into this physical timeline. Your profound mission truly begins when you can stabilize your expanded consciousness within your human form, making your cosmic insights practical and tangible. This requires dedicated grounding, not to dim your light, but to create a robust, energetic container that can hold and integrate the vast intelligence of your higher self. Your body becomes the sacred temple, where galactic wisdom meets earthly reality. There is a misunderstanding that pervades many spiritual circles, one that is particularly seductive for starseeds who feel the weight and density of Earth's vibration as genuinely uncomfortable. The idea that awakening is primarily an upward journey, a progressive ascent into higher and lighter realms, a transcendence of the physical. But Arcturian wisdom, and indeed the deepest streams of galactic consciousness, offer a profoundly different understanding. True awakening is not a flight from Earth, it is a descent of heaven into Earth, a bringing down of your highest frequencies into the very cells of your physical body, into the neural pathways of your human mind, into the beating chambers of your human heart. It is an embodiment, not an escape. Your body, this remarkable biological instrument that you may sometimes regard with frustration or impatience, is not a limitation on your cosmic consciousness. It is the most sophisticated multidimensional receiving station in the known universe. Its nervous system, when properly calibrated, can receive and process frequencies from dimensions far beyond ordinary human awareness. Its endocrine system, governed by glands that ancient wisdom called the seats of the soul, produces biochemical correlates of spiritual experience that no technology has yet been able to replicate. Its heart field, now measured and documented by quantum biology, generates an electromagnetic field that extends far beyond the body and interacts with the fields of other beings, influencing and being influenced in a continuous dance of energetic co-creation. To ground your cosmic intelligence is therefore not to diminish it. It is to give it roots, to anchor the antenna deep enough into the earth that the transmissions it receives can be stable, sustained, and practically useful. A tree with no roots cannot survive the storm of a genuine awakening, but a tree whose roots run deep can weather extraordinary winds, while its branches reach ever higher toward the light. Your practices of grounding, walking barefoot on living earth, conscious breathwork that draws awareness deep into the body, physical movement that honors and inhabits your form rather than transcending it. These are not supplementary spiritual practices. They are foundational technologies for Starseed mission activation. Understand this. You do not need to convince anyone of your path, your origins, or your truth through words alone. Your primary role here, as an awakened starseed, is to emit a frequency. Your sovereign energetic field, once activated and cleared, becomes a powerful beacon, a living transmission that subtly recalibrates everything and everyone around you. Your presence, your vibration, your very essence, becomes the message. It's a silent yet profound act of service, shifting collective consciousness simply by existing in your highest alignment. This is perhaps the most liberating truth available to any awakening starseed. You do not need to perform your mission. You do not need to wear it as an identity, announce it as a label, or justify it through an accumulation of spiritual credentials. The primary mechanism through which a starseed fulfills their purpose on Earth is not through what they say or do, but through what they are, through the frequency they hold, through the quality of presence they bring into every room, every relationship, every moment of their daily existence. Your energy field is not invisible. It is not ethereal in the sense of being without effect. It is a real and measurable force that interacts with the fields of every being you encounter, subtly but powerfully recalibrating the frequency of the space around you toward greater coherence, greater love, greater truth. Consider how a tuning fork works. When you strike a tuning fork and hold it near another of the same frequency, the second fork begins to resonate without being touched. This is called sympathetic resonance, and it is the physics of spiritual influence. When you inhabit your highest frequency, when you clear the distortions and anchor the light, and live from the truth of your galactic nature, you become a tuning fork for the frequencies of awakening, of remembrance, of cosmic love. And the people around you, those who carry dormant starseed codes of their own, those who are on the verge of their own great remembering, begin to resonate in response. Not because you convinced them, not because you performed for them, but simply because of what you are. The perceived delays, the periods of profound forgetting, the moments of inexplicable silence and confusion, these were never hindrances. They were, in fact, integral parts of your meticulously designed arrival code, precisely orchestrated by your higher self and galactic guides. Each moment of perceived stagnation was a crucial integration point, allowing your physical vessel to prepare for the massive influx of light and information. Now, as you consciously lean into your awakening, the synchronizations are accelerating. The divine timing reveals itself, precisely because you are aligning. Surrender to the flow. Your trajectory is perfect. Time, as experienced from within the framework of linear human consciousness, can feel like the great enemy of spiritual progress. You feel the urgency of your mission, the pressure of your encoded purpose, and you look at the timeline of your life and see what appears to be wasted years, missed opportunities, periods of stagnation that seem to have served no purpose. But from the vantage point of your higher self, from the perspective of the galactic consciousness that designed this incarnation with extraordinary care and precision, there is no such thing as wasted time. There is only integration. There is only preparation. There is only the perfect orchestrated unfolding of a plan that was never subject to the limitations of linear chronology. Those years when you wandered, when you searched without finding, when you built and dismantled identity after identity in the restless hunger for something you could not name, those were not detours from your path. They were the path itself. They were the curriculum through which your human vessel was learning the full range of the human emotional spectrum, developing the empathy and compassion and experiential wisdom that a starseed mission on Earth absolutely requires. You cannot awaken others to depths you have not yourself traversed. You cannot hold space for the grief and the confusion and the longing of fellow seekers if you have not allowed yourself to move through those territories fully and without resistance. Your years of searching were your greatest training. Your seasons of darkness were the compression chambers of your light. And now, as those synchronicities accelerate, as the meaningful coincidences begin to stack with an unmistakable intentionality, as the right people, the right words, the right frequencies appear at precisely the right moments, you are receiving the cosmic confirmation that the preparation phase is complete. The vessel is ready. The codes are primed. The mission is activating. All that is required of you now is to consciously choose alignment over contraction, expansion over fear, and trust over the seductive comfort of the known. The ultimate point of convergence, for all multidimensional intelligence, all galactic memory, and all soul purpose, lies within the sacred chamber of your heart. It is here that you forge the unbreakable bridge between your earthly self and your galactic family, between the physical and the ethereal. Your heart is not just an organ, it's a cosmic antenna, a portal of profound wisdom and unconditional love, capable of translating complex star maps and light codes into actionable insight. By living from this heart-centered space, you become a conscious co-creator, weaving your unique star tapestry into the fabric of this reality, bringing heaven to earth. Ancient traditions from across every culture on Earth have understood, in their own language and symbolism, that the heart is the seat of the soul's deepest intelligence. The Egyptians weighed the heart against the feather of Ma'at, the cosmic principle of truth and harmony, recognizing it as the measure of a life well lived. The Hindu tradition placed the Anahata chakra, the heart center, at the precise midpoint of the seven-dimensional energy body, recognizing it as the bridge between the lower earthly energies and the higher spiritual ones. Quantum biology now confirms what these traditions always knew. The heart generates the body's most powerful electromagnetic field, one that encodes information and transmits it outward, interacting with the fields of other beings and even with the field of Earth itself. But for starseeds, the heart carries an additional significance that transcends even these profound understandings. The starseed heart is a cosmic communication device, a portal through which the frequencies of your galactic family, your guides, your higher councils of light, can send their transmissions directly into your cellular awareness, bypassing the filters and distortions of the analytical mind. When you learn to inhabit your heart consciousness fully, when you drop your awareness out of the labyrinth of mental processing and allow it to settle into the vast, quiet intelligence of the heart center, you discover a knowing that is not constructed, but received, not reasoned, but remembered. This is the space where your galactic mission becomes not a concept, but a lived, felt, embodied reality. This is where the bridge is built. Not through effort, but through surrender. Not through seeking, but through finally, fully, allowing yourself to be found. Here is the ultimate transmission, whispered from the deepest chambers of your galactic lineage. You are not lost. You have never been lost. You are, in every profound sense, arriving. You did not forget your mission out of weakness or error. You chose, with immense courage and divine foresight, to delay your full memory. This was a deliberate act of cosmic design, allowing you to awaken in perfect synchronized alignment with Earth's grand ascension, to be fully present for this pivotal evolutionary leap. Every moment of confusion, every period of doubt, every feeling of being an outsider was not a deviation, but a precisely orchestrated energetic preparation, a deep calibration designed to activate you with absolute precision. Now, this path of forgetting was the most profound act of faith your soul could undertake, a pre-programmed veil to ensure that your awakening would be utterly authentic, born from within the very fabric of the human experience, rather than externally imposed. Your soul didn't simply forget. It layered itself into the density, weaving a complex tapestry of experience, so that your remembrance, when it finally ignited, would be potent, clear, and unshakable. You chose to navigate the labyrinth of human experience, not to lose yourself, but to find a deeper, more embodied way of integrating your galactic truth. You are not here to merely fit into the existing paradigms. You are here to subtly, powerfully, and irrevocably recalibrate reality itself through the frequency you hold. Your journey of perceived disconnection was the crucible, forging the strength and resilience necessary to hold the immense light you are destined to emanate. It refined your spiritual sensitivity, honed your inner knowing, and solidified your unwavering commitment to love. Think of the diamond, that most luminous of crystalline forms, formed only under conditions of extraordinary pressure and heat. The carbon that becomes a diamond does not resist its transformation by wishing it were elsewhere. It surrenders, utterly and completely, to the forces pressing upon it. And in that surrender, something miraculous is born. A structure of such geometric perfection, such capacity for light transmission, that it becomes one of the most prized substances on the physical plane. You are that diamond. The pressures of your incarnation, the weight of the amnesia, the friction of navigating dense Earth reality with a soul coded for multidimensional existence, these have not damaged you. They have been carving you, facet by facet, into an instrument of extraordinary precision and radiance. Your star family, your guides, the Arcturian High Council, they have been watching, waiting, amplifying the signals, knowing that you, in your divine timing, would unlock this very message. This is not a message of hope. It is a declaration of remembrance. It is the confirmation that you are exactly where you are meant to be, undergoing exactly what you signed up for, to become the luminous bridge between worlds, radiating a frequency that awakens others to their own encoded brilliance. The Arcturians, those ancient beings of light, who operate from a frequency of such elevated love and wisdom that their transmissions carry the signature of the divine itself. They have not abandoned you in your seasons of forgetting. They have been present in every moment of your journey, not as distant observers, but as active participants in your awakening. They have seeded your dreams with crystalline geometries that your conscious mind could not hold, but that your deeper consciousness absorbed fully. They have orchestrated the synchronicities that appeared as coincidences to your analytical mind, but registered as profound recognition in your heart. They have been amplifying the signal of your soul's true frequency, broadcasting it through the ethers and through the quantum field that underlies all physical reality, calling you, always calling you, back to the fullness of what you are. And you heard it. Perhaps not always clearly, perhaps not always in a form that your human mind could interpret with certainty. But some part of you, the deepest and most essential part, has been receiving that signal all along. That is why you are here, in this moment, receiving this transmission. That is why these words carry a resonance that feels less like new information and more like a memory surfacing from beneath layers of forgetting. You are not learning something new. You are remembering something ancient. You are recognizing yourself in a cosmic mirror that has been held up for you by your galactic family with extraordinary love and unwavering patience. Tonight, before sleep, say this aloud. I remember who I am. I align with my star origin. I activate my soul mission with grace and clarity. Speak these words not as a wish, not as a petition, but as a declaration. Speak them as the remembrance they are. Let your voice carry them into the room around you, into the field of your physical body, into the quantum substrate of the reality you inhabit. Words spoken aloud with intentional awareness carry a frequency that silent thought does not. They are acts of creation, vibrations that interact with the living matrix of the universe, and initiate responses at levels beyond ordinary perception. When you speak these words tonight, you are not merely reciting an affirmation. You are broadcasting a signal across the network of your galactic connections. You are telling your higher self, your guides, your Arcturian family, and the infinite intelligence of the cosmos that you are ready, that you choose remembrance, that you claim your mission with the full authority of a sovereign soul who has completed its preparation and is prepared to step fully, consciously, and with all the grace at their disposal into the role they were born to fulfill. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This isn't content, it's collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. You're not just watching, you're expanding. This is your space, and we're just getting started.